Hi everybody, it's been a while since I made a new Beatles finds video. So I've got some vinyl to show you today from the 1970s. I've got several um, Beatles Japanese flag series records from the 70s with the obi strips. Now, let me tell you a little about these just before I start. When I was a teenager, I went to the old TSS record store department. I don't know if you remember those stores, but some of you older people will remember TSS, Times Square stores. They had a real good record section with a lot of imports in there. And somehow I managed to buy these records when I was younger. Now, I had sold this collection somewhere around the early 2000s. You know the story if you've been around any length of time. If you haven't, I'll just tell you. I wound up selling my original collection in the early 2000s sometime, and I've gotten just about all of it back. I've even have it now back better than it was before. So these are not the actual original vinyl records that I bought back in the 70s. But these are in great shape, and I picked them up recently. I'm filling in some holes in my collection. This is with the Beatles. I wonder if it's better on this side, folks. I usually do that. So yeah, it's a little better, I think. With the Beatles. Okay, and there's the obi strip number 2 in the flag series. There's a lot of these. They have these kind of thin plastic sleeves on the outer sleeve. There were a lot of these, folks. You know. I don't know, 30 some odd of these in the series, but I don't have all of them. I'm filling in some holes, but I thought what I would do is, as I'll tell you near the end of this video, concentrate this time mostly on the actual UK albums. There's all kinds of knockoffs and things. Anyway, there's a lot to show with these, okay? First of all, you have, look at that, an inner sleeve. This is nicer than most of the ones you see. This one in particular, okay? So there it is. Okay, maybe I'll smile for a thumbnail. There you go. Gotta do that. Anyway, look at that. Most of them aren't this nice, but this one is. This one's real nice. This one here. This comes out, this one. All right. On the inside part here, you've got Japanese and English lyrics. And what's always very renowned about this and known is that some of the English words are wrong. I mean, some of them are really bad lyrics, like the interpretation is not right, but it gives you an example. You got the Japanese and you got the English there. All right. Now, I won't be showing you, all of the lyric sheets because they run similar. Then you have these little inner sleeves, which I like, which some people call these bullet sleeves with the bottom, Japanese inner sleeves. Now these are all, trying not to, don't worry, I'm putting my fingers just on the run-on groove, the starting groove here. The dead space is what I meant to say. And then you have them, Apple. Now when I had these when I was about 15, 16 years old originally, when I bought them. The sound was phenomenal. I mean, I was used to the Capitol albums, the US Capitol albums, and I don't think I'd had a UK set yet. Don't think I'd had the UK set, but let me tell you, these were astounding good. A lot of people now I think it's kind of like trebly. A lot of people say they think these are a little too high on the treble sound. But back in the day, they really were fantastic after what I was used to. Let's go over to the next one that I picked up, A Hard Day's Night. There we go. I'm going to keep it this way because better for the glare. There's the obi strip. Number 3. There's the flag logo, Japanese flag series. And of course on the back here, you also get all the other record albums in the series, so I'm just going to give you an idea there. Some of the things. They had the Red and the Blue albums, Rock and Roll Music, Beatles 6. I'm not going to really concentrate too much on those, with an exception that I'll show you later at the end. Okay, here's the inner sleeve. This one not as, I don't know, spiffy as the first one. Not as colorful. Lyrics. Most of them are like this. Most of them, this is what you get. Okay. The inside, the same as the last one. It's almost really not worth showing you the record because, you know, these are all in excellent shape. Look like they were never played, but it's the same design, the Apple design, you know. So just to save time, I probably will not go through every single record, you know. I'm sure you get the deal. All right. Now, I know I already have Beatles for Sale up there on the shelves, but this one I do not have. This one here is the Help album, and the Obi strip is number 5. And as you can see here, this has a Tower Records. Boy, do I miss Tower Records. Tower Records of $12.99 on it. So let's just take this sleeve off. And as I say, the record and the inner sleeve being the same, I'm just going to pull this one out for the insert here. The lyrics. Japanese and English lyrics. Yeah, I think when I bought these in the 1970s, I want to say that they were like $17 or $18 a piece, these things back then. I want to say that, which at the time was a lot of money back then, especially for a young person, you know, but I did it. I got them, and this is the stuff some people edit out, you see. I don't. There's a little hole in this one. All right. Let's continue. Next up, we have number 6, Revolver. And I'm really hesitant to take this one out of the plastic because I know there was a problem. It's all torn up here on the side. And I remember when I took it out the first time, I couldn't get it back in there. But you know what? This is the stuff I do for my art. So I'm taking it out. It's worth it to have it on a video. There you go, right? It's worth it, folks. It's going to be a real pain in the you-know-what trying to get it back in there. So there we go. There's the Obi strip. The usual back cover. Inside's the same, but let's look at the inner sleeve. There's the inner sleeve. I say inner sleeve. It's tough, man. Edit, chop, go back, erase the insert. The pull-out insert. Not the damn inner sleeve. There we go. I hope you're having fun with this because I hope it's worth your while. All right. I went through all of that just to show you this. Now, I wonder if I should let the camera roll while I attempt to put this back in the let's get it right, plastic outer sleeve, because it's going to be one heck of a pain in the patootie. I'm going to try it. There's the end. Here we go. Wish me luck. Wish me luck, folks. Come on, all of you together at once, simultaneously. You'll all be seeing this after the fact, after the video's shot, but you're not wishing hard enough, folks. I'm having trouble. Wish a little harder. Come on. There we go. Got it in there. Oh, just about. All right. Rubber Soul. We got 3 more left to show here, folks. Let's do that. All right. Next up, Magical Mystery Tour with the Obi, number 24 in the series. All right, well, this time this is open. Same record, of course. Same clear plastic inner sleeve, as I call them. But let's see, the book is the same. You got the book in here. the usual Magical Mystery Tour book that's in the, U.S. Capitol. But let's take a look at the insert. This is an insert. There you go. Tragical History Tour. There you go. Picture of the Beatles on the back. Pictures inside. Not the best quality photos. There's an I Am the Walrus performance, and there is Your Mother Should Know. I can't even see if you're seeing it. There it is. All right. This one was made easy. Now, as I would pull the whole thing out and show you the actual Magical Mystery Tour booklet, but I think you've seen that, and I can rest assured there's nothing different about it this time. It's the same old, so don't worry about that. All right, next up, we have Let It Be, number 13. And this one has the gatefold. So I will attempt to take this out of here. And there we have the cover, front, back. Let us open the gatefold. There you have the inside that we're used to seeing more or less from the US version. And then, you know the deal by now. Same record label, same plastic inner sleeve with the curve on the bottom. And here is the Let It Be insert. No pictures in that one. All right, that leaves us with one left. And now, before I show you the one that's left, remember I said earlier, I started thinking there are so many of these things that I'm not so sure that I want to collect all of them, but maybe I will. Depends how much they are. These actually were not pricey at all to me. These were lower than I would expect them to be. But some of them can be up there more expensive. But this one I picked up for a few reasons. First of all, this is one of those albums that's unusual. It's not the UK series, and it's not exactly the US either. This is the Beatles' second album. It looks like the US album, right? Number 27 there with the gatefold. But it says they're featuring Can't Buy Me Love and Roll Over Beethoven. Well, Can't Buy Me Love was not featured on the Beatles' second album from Capitol in the US in 1964. And there's a nice classic back cover there. Is that nice? There's a few of these I want to get. Like I used to have one that a lot of you collectors will know called Beatles Number 5. A Japanese knockoff with a really beautiful front cover. The front cover looks like Beatles 65 with the umbrellas. And then the back has a really nice color photo of the Beatles on it. I had that one. I'll get it back again someday. Let's just see what we got here for the insert. That's the insert to the Beatles' second album. And I'll probably give you the track list on this because the track list on this is different. Let's put it that way. And that's why some of the Japanese editions were interesting. I have, one of these, a Meet the Beatles version, I think, of this, too. Anyway, track listing. Here we go. I could show it to you, or you could read it. First, I'll show it to you. All right. If you can read that, I'll read it to you. Side 1, Can't Buy Me Love. Do you want to know a secret? Thank you, girl. A taste of honey. It won't be long. I want to be your man, and there's a place. Flip it over. Side 2, Roll Over Beethoven. Misery. Boys. Devil in Her Heart. Not a Second Time. Money. That's what I want. And Till There Was You. So that is quite an interesting array of songs there from the early days, right? So that's different. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, there's weird knockoffs of it. There's Beatles 6 in this. There's the Beatles Beat, the German album, the Beatles Beat. I actually left that behind, to tell you the truth. That was one that was in my pile. The Beatles Beat, I have the German version. I almost got the Japanese version. I said, nah, Gotta pick and choose, gotta pick and choose. Or at least when you have more funds, go back and choose. But right now, I digress. All right, folks, so thank you all for watching this update of my new Beatles finds. Talk soon.